11 huge Emmerdale spoilers for next week, August 5 to 9. In the upcoming episodes of Emmerdale, Samson faces arrest for assaulting Josh, and the outcome of his plea hearing is revealed. Meanwhile, Will and Kim's marriage hits a breaking point, and John Sugden makes a dramatic entrance to the village. Here are 11 big moments you won't want to miss. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest Emmerdale updates and spoilers. 1. Will and Kim hide their guilt. Tensions are running high at home farm, with Will and Kim feeling the heat as they try to conceal their guilt over Rose's sudden disappearance. Dawn's proposal to bring in a private investigator catches them off guard, leaving Will visibly unsettled. As Dawn pushes for answers, Will's struggle to find a convincing response becomes increasingly evident. He's clearly on edge, knowing that any wrong move could expose their secrets. Feeling the pressure, Will rushes to Kim for guidance. In a state of panic, he seeks her advice on how to handle the situation. Kim, always quick on her feet, devises a clever plan to divert Dawn's suspicions. She comes up with a strategy to mislead Dawn and keep her from digging any deeper into Rose's whereabouts. It's a tense game of cat and mouse, with Will and Kim doing everything they can to stay one step ahead. 2. Caleb worries Ruby. When Kim bumps into Caleb, she enjoys telling him what his wife has been up to, and Ruby worries about how he'll react to her manipulative scheme. Ruby is increasingly concerned when Caleb drives her wordlessly to a mysterious depot and gets out of the car. What's his plan? 3. Dawn receives a message. Will is disturbed when he realizes Kim has possession of Rose's phone. Dawn is heartbroken to receive a message supposedly from her mum saying she isn't coming back. But the text is actually from Kim. Meanwhile, Kim and Will worry about their marriage, and Will steels himself, ready to come clean. 4. Samson is arrested. Samson finally finds the courage to stand up to Josh, but his actions backfire massively when he's arrested for assault. As his plea hearing approaches, Samson faces a longer sentence for the additional assault charge, and Amelia worries about Esther losing her biological dad to prison. There's silence in the woolpack when Lydia arrives with news from court. 5. Cain suspects Moira. After everything Matty went through in prison, Moira struggles to hide her contempt for Samson. So when he's arrested, she watches on, content. This reaction from his wife makes Cain wonder if Moira was involved in shopping Samson to the police. But is she the one who's landed him in trouble? 6. Eric comes clean to Victoria. Brenda is absolutely horrified when she finds out that Eric was the one behind getting Victoria fired from the Hyde. She's not having any of it and orders him to make things right. But instead of coming clean to Victoria, Eric tries to smooth things over by offering her a job in his shop. It's clear he's trying to patch things up without facing the music, but Brenda isn't impressed with this half-hearted attempt. Things only get more complicated when Victoria finds out that Eric hasn't been honest about his involvement in her sacking. She's hurt and confused, expecting him to be upfront about what really happened. Brenda steps in again, making it crystal clear to Eric that he needs to own up to his actions. The tension is palpable as Brenda pushes him to stop dodging the truth and to finally tell Victoria what he did. Feeling the weight of his guilt, Eric eventually breaks down and admits to Victoria that he was the one who pressured Jai into firing her. It's a tough pill for Victoria to swallow, but at least she's finally getting the truth. Eric's confession is a huge step, but it leaves everyone wondering how Victoria will deal with this betrayal and what it means for their relationships moving forward. 7. Victoria has a plan. After Eric finally confesses, Victoria is livid. She unleashes her fury on him, feeling utterly betrayed and hurt that he left her without a job. Her anger is overwhelming and she's too upset to even consider listening to Eric's excuses or reasoning. She shuts him out completely, not wanting anything more to do with him at the moment. Victoria, still fuming, tries to vent her frustrations to Aaron, but Aaron, glued to his phone, seems too distracted to give her the support she needs. It's another blow for Victoria, who feels like she's got no one to turn to. Eventually, Aaron puts his phone down and really listens to her. He suggests she turn the tables and use the knowledge of Eric's betrayal to her advantage. Inspired by Aaron's advice, Victoria starts thinking strategically. She comes up with a plan to leverage Eric's guilt for her own benefit. It's a smart move, and it shows that she's not going to let Eric's actions keep her down. Instead, she's ready to take control of the situation and find a way to turn this mess into an opportunity for herself. 8. John Sugden arrives. Eric is on his way to an old friend's funeral, but his car breaks down, leaving him stranded. Victoria, despite their recent tension, steps in to help him out. Together, they manage to get to the funeral. The journey is filled with awkward small talk, but Victoria is determined to keep things cordial. Once they arrive, the atmosphere is somber, and she tries her best to navigate the situation with grace. As they mingle with the other mourners, Victoria's polite conversation takes a surprising turn. She learns the surname of the bereaved son, and it catches her off guard. He's John Sugden. The name rings a bell, stirring up old family stories and memories. Curiosity piqued, she engages in more conversation with John, trying to piece together how he fits into the picture. After a deep chat with Eric, Victoria starts to put the puzzle pieces together. She realizes that John might actually be her half-brother. The revelation hits her hard, bringing a mix of emotions, surprise, confusion, and a strange sense of connection. It's a lot to take in, but it also opens up a whole new chapter in her understanding of her family's history. Victoria is delighted. When Victoria and Pollard return to the village, she's taken aback to see John there. His vehicle has broken down, and Mackenzie is lending a hand to fix it. It's an unexpected reunion, and Victoria is genuinely delighted to bump into him again so soon. She takes it as a sign that they might have more to uncover about their possible family connection. However, John's presence in the village doesn't go unnoticed, and it quickly starts to stir up some friction. People are curious about the newcomer, and whispers about his identity begin to spread. Victoria, feeling a mix of excitement and anxiety, tries to navigate the growing tension while getting to know John better. As the village grapples with John's sudden appearance, Victoria finds herself in the middle of the commotion. She's eager to explore her potential half-brother relationship with John, but also wary of the drama it's causing. The situation is delicate, and she knows she has to handle it carefully to avoid making things worse for everyone involved. 10. Rodney joins the haulage firm. Jimmy feels a bit uneasy about hiring his father-in-law Rodney at the haulage firm. Despite his reservations, he wants to give Rodney a chance, and Rodney is thrilled to be back behind the wheel. At first, everything seems to be going smoothly, and Jimmy hopes it might actually work out. However, trouble soon arises when Jimmy gets a call about a delivery gone wrong. Rodney has arrived at the destination, but some items are missing from the load. Jimmy is livid, feeling betrayed and embarrassed. He confronts Rodney, letting his anger get the best of him and demanding an explanation for the missing items. Rodney, on the other hand, is adamant that he followed all the protocols and insists the mistake wasn't his fault. As the tension between them escalates, it becomes clear that there might be more to the story. Jimmy starts to wonder if someone else is responsible for the mix-up, but the damage to their trust has already been done, leaving both men frustrated and questioning their working relationship. 11. Mandy becomes a financial dominatrix. Mandy's money troubles are piling up, and she's feeling the pressure to find a solution fast. Desperate for extra cash, she decides to add a sneaky surcharge onto Tracy's nail treatment, hoping Tracy won't notice. But Tracy does catch on, and Mandy is forced to come clean about her financial struggles. It's an awkward moment, but Tracy's understanding makes Mandy realize she needs a better plan. Determined to sort out her debt without Paddy finding out, Mandy is all ears when Gail mentions an unusual way to make money, becoming a financial dominatrix. The idea intrigues Mandy, as it seems like a quick and discreet way to earn the money she needs. Despite the unconventional nature of the job, she starts to seriously consider it, seeing it as a potential lifeline. Tracy, however, is not convinced and tries to dissuade Mandy from pursuing this new venture. She warns Mandy about the risks and complications that could come with it. But Mandy, feeling the weight of her financial burdens, decides to go ahead anyway. She believes this might be the only way to get back on her feet quickly. Mandy sets up a profile and steps into her new persona as Madame Diamante Dales. She dives into this new world with a mix of nervousness and excitement, hoping it will provide the financial relief she desperately needs. As she starts to navigate her new role, Mandy wonders if she's made the right decision, but she's determined to see it through and regain control over her finances. That's all for the 11 huge Emmerdale spoilers for next week, August 5 to 9. It looks like we have a week full of drama, twists, and intense moments ahead. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with all the latest Emmerdale news and spoilers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.